What's going on, everyone? Diskin here. Today I want to talk about Amazon. Amazon more specifically in the fact that are they going to try to disrupt the real estate market anytime soon? The reason I wanted to talk about this is you might have heard that Jeff Bezos just recently bought the most expensive house in all of LA. And he's just been on a tear since day one to take over the world. And it seems like any industry that he goes into, Amazon just completely dominates that industry. And it's been a widespread rumor for quite a few years now that Amazon is going to try to disrupt the real estate market. Now, recently, this past summer, Realogy actually teamed up with Amazon and they created a product called Turnkey. Now, Turnkey is a pretty simple idea in its core, and I think it's just the tip of the iceberg of what Amazon is going to try to do in real estate. So basically how it works is you go onto the site, Turnkey, from Amazon, and you apply to their program. Now, they're only in 15 different cities right now. It's just a very beta program right now that they're working with. But you go onto their site, you select to go and become a member, and then basically they get on the phone with you, they find out a little bit about you, and then they match you with an agent. And of course, this is where Realogy comes in. Realogy is those agents, so Realogy is teamed up with Amazon to get all these referrals from Amazon. From there, you go and you buy a house with this Realogy agent, and upon closing, depending on what the price was when you closed, you qualify for a certain incentive program or kickback from Amazon. Now, these kickback programs are pretty basic, and you can see here, let's say you close a house in the $150,000 to $400,000 range. You basically get a $1,000 value or a $1,000 credit back to yourself. $450 in credit being a cleaning or fixing something or putting something up, and then you get one Echo Dot, an Echo Show, and a Ring doorbell. So not that big of a deal. Honestly, any agent in the country can really give you a credit like this. So it's not like Amazon is going way out of the box and creating something brand new in the real estate industry that we haven't already seen already. They're just kind of doing it in a different way. And they think that their smart home products are really going to make people feel a lot more comfortable when they're moving into their new home. So that's kind of what they're doing here. So then you can see here, if you buy a house that's over $700,000, you get basically a $5,000 value in credits, being $1,500 credit for, again, a cleaning or putting up a TV, mounting a TV, those kinds of things. Plus, you get a whole bundle of their smart home programs and products and all that kind of stuff. Again, for a $700,000 house, getting $5,000 credit from them, value credit. Honestly, guys, you can go to a lot of different places and find kickbacks or incentive programs like this, or an agent a lot of the time will give you a little something at closing. So this isn't, again, any groundbreaking thing. What I think they're really trying to do with this is they're trying to utilize and gain more information about their customers. So this is really just a data and poll from people to try to get to know them better. I think what they're going to try to do is utilize this for a while, gain a lot of information on their customers and consumers, and then be able to go even deeper into the real estate industry. They have just so much massive amounts of data on people and consumers and their buying and shopping habits that they would be really good in an industry like this. I think that's kind of what they're trying to play for. So again, they're not really in the industry right now. They're not really in the real estate market right now, but I can easily see them utilizing this data that they get with this benefit with Realogy, and then also slowly creating a beta program of their own to totally try to disrupt the real estate industry. It's been reported or kind of thought of from a lot of people that real estate and then also health insurance are two major industries that Amazon might try to disrupt sometime in the future. So we'll see what happens with this. It's kind of an interesting way for them to get into the industry somewhat in the beginning and utilize a partnership, which Rheology I'm sure is excited about this. I don't think it's really taken off yet, especially just because it's in 15 different states, or 15 different cities I should say. But Rheology was really needed something like this to seem more innovative, especially going against companies like Compass and things like that, which are just dumping so much money into tech. They really needed to do something like this. And then it's a good beta program for Amazon to kind of test the real estate market and then basically just gain a ton of data on consumers. So maybe in the future they can make a larger play into trying to buy a house through Amazon or something like that. Amazon always has been so good about customer service and making things easy to buy and easy to use. So it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of start gearing towards trying to do that in the real estate industry. So we'll see what happens with it. Let's stay tuned to it and see what happens in the future. But Amazon and Jeff Bezos is trying to take over the world, so won't surprise me if they get into the industry in the coming few years.